Hi, my name is Teresa Robertson, and I'm standing in my classroom in Platte City, Missouri. I teach 6th grade Earth Science. Innovation, I consider it in 3 parts. Number 1, failure. I want my kids to fail. I know not a lot of teachers say that, but in science, failure is the opportunity to learn and the opportunity to problem solve. They learn to be resilient. So on day 1 of my class, you're going to come in and see a science experiment that fails. The second thing that I do is I really want my kids to understand that innovation and engineering is not necessarily about stuff. You can design something amazing with pipe cleaners, buttons, Dixie cups, if you think. And if you're thinking, you can build a great satellite with those supplies. You can make parts deploy, and we don't have to have a lot of stuff. The third thing I want them to really realize, and I focus on this the most, is I'm not going to give them the answer. I don't provide answers. To me, being an innovative teacher is really how can I make my kids think and come up with answers on their own, and then maybe I just do some validation. I come up with some questions for them, maybe to think, to extend their thinking, and they come up with a good answer or a good solution. My strategies that I use, and I feel that are the most important for science, is to engage. We Skype with aerospace engineer from NASA when all about the Mars missions. Then we go into our engineering project about how we're going to create our own Mars mission. I engage my students with showing clips from movies, The Martian, Apollo 13. I engage my students with everyday current events. We watch launches. If there's a launch live in my classroom, everything stops. We are watching the launch. They know a lot about Elon Musk and SpaceX Falcon 9. When I think about innovation, though, I try to get my kids to be innovators. So when I told my students about this project and how I really wanted to be a part of this, they said, Mrs. Robertson, we need to help you make this video. So we spent part of our time today. They came up with a script, they came up with a design, they came up with what they thought would be something you would want to see. Unfortunately, the constraint of time was not on their side, and it's too long. So I'm going to try to attach it to this, time lapse it, condense it, so you can just see what they came up with because they are very creative and they're innovators already. Thanks.